your life and living your life, man. Rihanna told you that. You did. Rihanna told you back in 2008, you understand me? You got to live your life. You did. That was Shawty said. She said that back in 2008, you got to live your life. But guess what? So many of us are living our life, but we unsatisfied with the life we live. And we got to keep it real, fam. What's happening, man? You dig? I'm the host, Jabar Lance Brown, for those who don't know me. Thank you guys for tuning in, for joining in tonight on the Manhood Mentor Show. I ain't going to be with you for a long time. You think I just wanted to touch the people for a minute? We just went live on Instagram a little while ago, and we made the debut announcement for the book. We got a book already in the funnel, in the pipeline, that we're going to launch real soon for the family. You understand? Right here on the Manhood Mentor Show, you heard it here first. Well, really second, because we said it on Instagram first. But, now we got everything queued up with the YouTube and the Facebook Live simultaneously, man. So we want to thank the people for continuing to support the movement, continuing to support the campaign. We want to thank everybody on Instagram for continuing to follow the content, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that y'all get on the podcast in the morning. You dig? Shoot that out to your nephew, your grandson, your godson, your play son, your sister's son, your neighbor's son. Right? Shoot it out to any and everybody's son who you know could use it. Right? We want to make sure that we touching the people in the way that we aiming to, right? Make sure that y'all following the content on Twitter as well. We shoot all the blog content out on Twitter. Make sure y'all let all the single mothers know we got the blog content circulating for the Manhood for Moms blog. I want them to shoot that link. Tap into that link. It's going to take them right to the blog page. Make sure that y'all go to the JabarLanceBrown.com website. Get signed up for the email list. Okay? We want y'all to get signed up for the email list so that y'all updated on everything that we got going on with this movement over here, with the Manhood Mentor movement, right? So look, y'all guys see everybody that been following us for so long, y'all know what our focus and our mission is over here, right? We want to reestablish the dominance and the preeminence of men over here, right? We want to reestablish male leadership and empowerment, right? And I use myself as an example. So for those few people who may not know me, even though they tune into the station, my name is Jabar Lance Brown. I'm a native Washingtonian, born in Washington, D.C. Went to all D.C. public schools, right? Graduated from all D.C. public schools, elementary, junior high, and then ultimately high school. And, for the most part, we grew up in a good family. We grew up in a stable environment, although my whole family was challenged with drug and alcohol abuse. Okay, my family grew up in the 80s, so that was the crack era. That was the beginning of something that the community, that the world had never seen. So my whole family was ravaged by drugs and alcohol. Although we had love and respect, everybody was battling with substance abuse issues. So that caused a certain emotional trauma and a certain psychological damage to me as I was growing up as a young mustache in the game. Okay, so in and around my teenage years is when I started to veer off and go to the left. I started to get involved in negative activity, illegal activity around in my mid-teens. Bought my first strap in and around 16 years old, bought my first strap and started toting that to school. And that was the beginning of me knowing, that there was a certain element that you had to adopt in order to survive in the neighborhood. In order to survive in the streets, in order to survive in DC, you had to adopt a certain mentality, you dig, or else, man, they'd take advantage of you and mishandle you, and I wasn't about that, right? So fast forward, transitioning through my young adulthood, I was able to, find stable employment and find gainful employment coming out of the streets. But, by this time, I already had my first felony at 19, caught my second felony at about 26. So, most people who like to make excuses, they would use their criminal history or their criminal background as a means to an end to justify why you can't perform on a certain level out here. And I'm here to tell you that it's just not true, right? Look, guys, and make sure that y'all share this stream out to everybody who could use it, right? I'm being totally transparent when I tell my story, and I do this because I want to inspire some people. And I'm going to be totally transparent in the book. That's what this show is about tonight, right? We announcing the book to the world, right? We got a book already queued up in the funnel. We working on putting the finishing touches on the book, and we're going to shoot it out to the world, and we're going to allow everybody to join in this celebration with us, right? Make sure y'all stay tuned for future announcements coming real soon. Make sure y'all stay tapped in with the JabarLanceBrown.com website, because all of the information and the updates on the book is going to be queued up on the website as well. And when you subscribe to the email list, you're gonna be queued up with all future updates with the website and our product lineup, because we're gonna be launching products as well. Right? So in and around my mid-20s, I caught my second felony. And even though I was up out of the streets, but I still had some bad habits and residue still on me from when I was in the game, and now I'm going legit. But my attitude, my headspace, my mindset wasn't right. So, it was still a challenge for me to progress and to have the level of success that I was capable of having, because I didn't have the right mentality. And why do I tell these stories, Jabar? Why are you telling these stories to everybody? Some people heard the stories, some people have not heard the stories, right? But why do you continue to tell these stories? Because when people see me now, and when I share things that I'm involved in now, and when you see the status and the capacity that I'm operating in now, I wasn't always here. And I didn't always have everything that I have now. So what the book is going to do, the book is going to now allow you to be able to follow along this journey with me, so that you can insert yourself into these circumstances and into the headspace necessary, so that if you face with certain challenges like I was, you will know how to handle these, to overcome, adapt, and to ultimately achieve your goals in the process of that. That's why we're doing it, right? That's why we're telling the story, and that's why we're correlating the impact of the book along with your life story and along with situations out of your life story, so that people can find a relatability to that, right? Because really, everybody don't want to live dormant. Everybody don't want to live modest and mediocre. Some people want to go big. Some people want it all. You can have it all. Don't listen to me. Stop listening to the wrong people, right? If you stop listening to the wrong people and get with the right people, you can have everything you want. You dig what I'm saying? You can have everything you want. See, we want to take you from starting off with nothing and then ending up with everything. That's what we want to do with this book. We want to take you from starting off with nothing to being able to end up with everything. Well, Jabar, that ain't even possible. Can't nobody have everything. Listen, you talking about somebody, and I'm talking about you. Hello, you said can't nobody have it. You talking about some other fictitious person. I'm talking about you. Hello, see, you can have everything you want if you listen to what we saying you should do. Yes, sir. See, we got to narrow this thing down to the person that we talking to and the person that we talking about. See, we talking to you and we talking about you. Oh, yes. See, you can start off with nothing and have everything. Why? Because when you determine what you want, it's much easier for you to get it. See, stop worrying about what everybody else can or can't do. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, see how we pull the curtain back? Man, we pull the curtain back quick. See, we don't like to waste time. That's why we pull the curtain back so quick, family. This is why we pull the curtain back so quick, family. Because we don't like to waste time. See, it really don't take all this time to get stuff done. I'm trying to make sure the mic level right, y'all. Somebody give me a thumbs up. Let me know if the mic level is the right height, man. You did. My mic sound nice. Shout out to Salt and Pepper, man. I had a major crush on Salt and Pepper, all three. Salt, pepper, and Spinderella. You hear me, man? I had a major crush on all three, man. Them sisters was bad. I'm telling you, man, from top to foot. All of them, and they could dance. You understand? And they could dance. Let me get back on the main road, man. You know, I go off-road sometimes, but then I got to get back on road. I can go off-road. I keep my off-road ties on. Understand? I keep my off-road tires on me, goddamn, but then I get right back on road and keep riding and keep going in the right direction, man. You dig? So, yeah, man. Look, stop talking about what everybody else can or can't do, and let's talk about you, right? We want to help you. We want to help you. You dig? See, when we help you, as long as we can help one person at a time, if each person accepted help in the fullness of their own capacity, then everybody ends up and get help by default. But when the next man hear the information and then try to apply the information in somebody else's situation and talk himself out of doing it himself because he see that the other person he thinking can't do it, now you done kill two birds with one stone and both of y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Don't worry about nobody else, you worry about yourself. That's what my mother used to always, Jabar, don't go to school worrying about nobody else. You worry about you. Yeah, as long as you do what you gotta do, everything gonna go the way it's supposed to. Hello, as long as you do what you gotta do, everything gonna go the way it's supposed to. You dig what I'm saying? I caught my second felony in my mid-20s. Even though I was still working, I still didn't have the right mentality completely. dig? It wasn't until my late 20s when I really started to gain stability, truly. Like, I had stable employment in and around my mid-20s, but I really started to have a foundation and get my legs up under me around about my late 20s. So don't feel bad about yourself if you still ain't got it all the way right and you in your mid-20s. You dig? It was in my late 20s when I got it together, but when I got it together, I made sure I kept my hands on that wheel. I made sure I had both hands on the steering wheel like I'm on a road test. Like this here, I put the neck brace on. I'm only looking one way. I'm only looking one way. I had both hands on that steering wheel like I'm on a road test. You got to keep both hands on the wheel and stay focused. You got to stay focused out here. Yeah, focus on you until the focus is on you. So now in my late 20s when I started to get my foundation established and I started to acquire wealth creating tools and wealth creating skills, I started to meet different people. Oh yes, I started to meet different people, and me meeting different people helped me now realize that the things that I wanted to do wasn't so outlandish as long as I'm in the right environment. And see, I know I'm talking to somebody right now when I say that. See, it's some things that you may want to do that the people around you, when you share with them, they look at you like you talking Chinese. And then you may feel a little indifferent about even sharing it with them because you didn't get the response that you was expecting to. Don't feel indifferent about sharing it with them. You believe it, right? So you got to keep sharing it until you end up around the people who you should be sharing it with, because the people who you should be sharing it with, they ain't showing up just to get warm because you hot. They showing up to fan the flames. Hello. See, I know all about that. Hello, see, when you hot, people show up. See, when you hot, people show up so that they can get warm because you hot. See, that's what the heat do. See, the heat attract people trying to get warm. But see, you don't just want people showing up to get warm. You want people showing up to fan the flames. Oh, yes. Yes, sir. 6 foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir. You want people showing up to fan the flames. You don't want them showing up just to get warm with you. Huh? Yeah, it took you a minute to get hot. You understand? It took you a minute to get hot. When you turn the oven on, not the stove, pay attention, family. Pay attention. I know we got some smart people on this program, man. You know, I know we got some smart people on this program. See, when you turn the oven on, the oven don't get hot as soon as you turn it on. Hello, but when it get hot, it stay hot the longest. Oh, yes. And we always piped up, fam. We always piped up, family, huh? We always piped up. 6 foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir, we always piped up. See, the oven don't get hot as soon as you turn it on, but when it do get hot, it stay hot the longest. See, that's me and you. See, that's me and you. See, it took a little minute to get hot, but now we hot. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You dig what I'm saying? We can heat the whole house now, man. You drop that oven door and heat the whole house now because you hot. See, so don't despise humble beginnings, man. You dig what I'm saying? Don't despise humble beginners. See, humble beginners build something in you. See, what humble beginners do is it introduces you to yourself. I'm going somewhere with this, family, because we're gonna touch on the book too. But I gotta create the foundation so that when we touch on the book, you already got something to stand on. Oh yes. Oh yes. See, don't despise humble beginners because see, what humble beginners do, it introduces you to yourself. Yes, sir. Humble beginners introduces you to you. Okay, so when you get introduced to yourself, now you begin to know you as well as you should, so that when you get to where you going at, it's nobody else that can interfere with you being at peace with yourself, and you're not going to accept everything that's offered to you. You dig what I'm saying? See, my mother laced me with a whole lot of game. See, she used to say that to me and my sister, listen, you don't eat and drink everywhere you go. Why not, Mom? Well, because you don't know how clean these people are. Hello, see, you don't eat and drink everywhere you go, which is to say you don't accept everything somebody offer you. Hello, even if you're thirsty, you ain't gotta accept it. Why? Because you don't know how clean these people are. Hello, see, so when you started going to these different places in your life and you build your reputation and you build your career and you build your success and you build your power and you build your influence and you build your paper and you start getting around different people, don't accept everything these people offer you. Why? Because you don't know how clean they are. You don't know what's attached to what they're accepting you. Don't eat or drink out of everybody's house, Jabar. Why, Mom? Because everybody is not clean. Hello, see, cleanliness ain't only in you touching something and get dirt on your hand. Cleanliness is in the residue of the communication, huh? You don't know what these people involved in, and they trying to get you involved in it too, but it all stems from them offering you a favor and you thinking that it's all good and it's innocent. It ain't. Oh yes, ain't nothing in this world free, man. Nothing, no thing. See, nothing is a compound word. No and thing. Nothing in this world is free. It's gonna cost you something. It's always gonna cost you something, and sometimes it's gonna cost you more than what you're willing to commit. Oh yeah, see, man, so when you start bubbling and you get hot and you get your foundation up under you, see, humble beginnings is gonna already introduce you to yourself so that when you get to these next levels in life, can't nobody mishandle you or pour the wood over your eyes or convince you to do something against what you stand for, because you already determined what you stand for while you was going through that season of them humble beginnings. See, all of this is lessons that I learned throughout my lifetime. That's why I'm putting it in a book now, family. Right? Because I want to help some people. Listen to me, y'all. I know, listen to me, man. I know we've been accelerating at light speed here lately, man. I know we've been accelerating at light speed here lately. Do you know really what it is? Listen, family, I want everybody to just do me one favor, man. Just do me one favor, right? Okay? Listen, I'm driven by the spirit, okay? I'm driven by the spirit, not religion, by the spirit. You understand? We all spiritual beings. Just do this one favor for me if you don't do nothing else for me, man. Psalms 90:10, you don't have to read the whole Bible. Nobody is required to read the whole Bible unless you're going to divinity school. You read this one scripture out of the Bible and I want you to hold that. See, and that's what I learned how to do. See, I learned how to take pieces of information and of knowledge and internalize it and embody it, and then I'll create a framework in my mind around that one piece. See, that's why it ain't easy to confuse me. Hello, see, it ain't easy to confuse me because I indoctrinate myself with the truth. I take the one piece out of a book, a scripture, a word, a piece of literature, a publication. I take one piece and I meditate on it, I memorize it, and I create an indoctrination in my mind around it. Oh yes, so that I got a framework to stand on and I got a foundation to stand on, so I'm not easily moved in the left or the right direction. No, I'm going straight. Psalms 90:10, man is appointed 70 years. 80 if he's strong. That's it. That's it, family. That's all we got. That's all we got. Look at where you at. I know where I'm at. I'll be 43 in a week. Hello, I'll be 43 in a week. You understand me? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No man know the day or the hour. Okay, that's right. You don't know the exact day or the exact hour. No. Yeah, but you are commanded to know when it's near. So look, man, you look at your own calendar and you back that thing on up. And you back that thing on up like Shawty at the house party, man. You know, like Shawty at the blue light basement party, you back it on up. You look at where you at and you back that thing on up and you see how many more you got or how many more you expecting to have. And then you look at the quality of what you already been doing with what you do got. And now you got to assess if you're satisfied with your contribution or not. See, I know where I'm at. Oh yeah, see, I know where I'm at and I know where I'm gonna be at. You understand? See, it's gonna be somebody who will run across this content at some point in time in their life. See, really, man, what y'all don't understand is this, family. We creating a time capsule. Let me bring y'all in a little closer, man. We're gonna get to the book. I know some people like, God damn, man, I got on, man, to hear about the book. Look, family, the book done. We're gonna get to the book. Y'all gonna get the book. You dig what I'm saying? Trust me, man, like my man, Loaded Lux. Shout out to Loaded Lux, man. Loaded Lux is an animal on that microphone. You gonna get this work. Shout out to Lux, man. You think you gonna get this work? Don't worry. Listen, the book is coming. Don't worry about the book. We're gonna get to the book. I gotta establish a foundation for y'all, fam. I got to establish a foundation. See, we really creating a time capsule online, y'all. All of the stuff that we putting out in the cipher, in the world, in the atmosphere, in the environment online, this is a time capsule. This stuff is never going nowhere. Right? So what is it that you want to tell your future kids or your future grandkids? You don't even want me to get into that aspect of the mindset, of the mentality. You dig what I'm saying? Man, y'all ever seen that show, man? When I was young, it was a show used to come on Joan, was called Alf. Okay? I know I don't remember that show. The show was called Alf. Alf was like a little monster. He wasn't a monster, man. He was something, man. But I think Alf came from outer space or something. Somewhere Alf came from. I cannot remember exactly where Alf came from. Right? But it was one episode where they was all putting in items to put into this time capsule and send the jump back where Alf came from. Okay? And the reason for that was because other people in other generations at some point when they already gone, other people at some point in other generations will get the time capsule and either be able to reestablish or recreate what's already been done, and or it would give them a foundation to restart civilization and move forward with the foundation that's already been shipped out in the time capsule. Hello, see, I already know the stuff that's being put out and the content that's being created and committed to the world is going to be archived in some way. I know this, right? And I'm going to have my dog in the fight. They ain't going to recreate civilization without some of the game that I've been holding on to, man, that been working for me. Hello, they ain't going to rewrite these history books without rewriting it with my name in it. Hello, they ain't going to reestablish a whole new civilization and a whole new way of life and a whole new method of doing things without coming to tap in with one of the best that ever do it, man. Hello, I'm not gonna have that to be a reality without me being a part of the current reality and the future reality. You understand? That way. Yeah, that's why we moving the way we moving. And we gonna keep moving that way, and we gonna begin to move even faster. You understand me? So when you start to get yourself established, family, and you moving forward, see, the humble beginners already introduced you to yourself. So when you get to these places, you're not easily moved. Hello, and see, by you not being easily moved, this is what's going to establish you as a solid man. Hello, and see, when you establish as a solid man, see, other men, even though they may have more than you tangibly and physically and monetarily, they see that you're not impressed with that. See, you impressed with the things that money came by: morality, principles, character, honor, integrity, values. Hello, you understand me? See, when they see that you got that, they know that you can have what they got, but they can't have what you got unless they come and learn from somebody who got it. See, they got money. See, they got cars, houses. You can get all of that, right? But see, they can't get what you got because what you got, money didn't give it to you. Oh, yes. See, this is what we're going to be talking about in the book. Hello, see, we're going to be talking about how to get rich. Yes, sir. We're going to be talking about how to get rich. And see, all riches ain't monetary. Remember, I said it already. See, money is the lowest form of riches. Money is the lowest form of currency. Let me make that abundantly clear. See, when we get on this camera and get on this microphone, see, this is a form of riches as well. Why? Because it's energy. Hello, see, you look forward to hearing from certain people because of the energy that you get. And see, that person can make you feel better about yourself than you was feeling about yourself before you had a chance to connect with that person. So it wouldn't matter if you had 2, 3, 10, 20,000. When the 20,000 gone, you don't feel the same way that you feel than when you get connected with the right people. Oh, yes. Man, this is why we doing the book, family. We doing the book because I discovered something. Right? I discovered some things, y'all. I discovered some things about the game that work. And I would be remiss not to put that out in a package that you guys can now learn at your own pace and be able to internalize some of these things and now recreate yourself and reinvent yourself in a better way. And again, if it don't apply, let it fly. Trust me when I tell you, man. If it don't apply, let it fly. Trust me when I tell you, the things that you get from the book when you get it is going to be far worth more than what the book going to cost you. It's going to be far worth more than what the book cost you. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. See, this right here is a contribution. You dig? This is a contribution to mankind by and large. Is that the things that I've discovered that have been able to work for me, now I want these things to be on display to have document work for other people as well. That's how we doing it, y'all. So look, we got the forward of the book queued up. We got the forward of the book queued up tonight for y'all. All right. We got a couple of chapters already queued up right here on my note sheet too. I don't know if we're gonna have time to go through all the chapters because I want to get some feedback from the family as well when we start going through the chapters. And I know it's kind of late, so I don't want to hijack y'all. I know some people getting ready to go into that nightcap. Y'all just getting back in. And y'all like, look, man, I know King, he always on his pivot. I'm gonna tap in and support family, man, but I can't stay on all night with him because she already want me to come on in, man, and, you know, press her out like a wrinkled shirt. I understand that. I'm with that. You understand? I'm with all that, family, so I ain't gonna hold you up. You dig what I'm saying? So check this out. The forward of the book, Pivot and Get Rich. Okay, man, we got the forward of the book, Pivot and Get Rich. You see, it says this is a book for any man who's confused about what to do in his life. Pivot and get rich, family. This book is for any man who's confused about what to do in his life. See, this is a declaration to say, pivot from where you are right now and do this. So pivot from where you at right now and got you stuck or stagnant and do this that we talking about in the book. Pivot from where you at right now that got you stuck and stagnated in your life, King, and pivot and do the things that's in this book. Do this, okay? And this is what we're gonna mention to you in the book. See, the pivotal moments in our lives often arrive unannounced, okay? The pivotal moments in all of our lives often arrive unannounced, striking us with the power of 1,000 suns. One instant, we are seemingly on a set course, meaning things are going in the direction that you want them to go in your life. Things are going the way that you want them to go in your life, okay? And then the next thing, a single event, thought, or insight sends us into a new direction. See, I'm famous for that. Woo, I'm famous for that. I'm famous for getting the idea. All the idea got to do is spark my brain. See, this is why I love Tupac so much. Machiavelli the Don till I'm gone. 50 years of hip hop and we ain't gonna stop. See, Pac said it. See, Pac said, I might not change the world, but I guarantee I'm gonna spark the brain of the person who gonna change the world. See, I'm one of them people. I'm one of them people who sent here to change the world. I know that. I'm one of the people who brain Tupac then Spock. I'm one of those people. Pac's still my favorite rapper to this day. You understand? See, a thought or piece of insight send us into a new direction. And see, it's these moments, these powerful moments that often lead us toward our greatest riches beyond what we can even imagine. I gotta read that part again. The pivotal moments in our lives often arrive unannounced, striking us with the power of 1,000 suns. Okay, one instant we are on a seemingly set course, the next, a single event, thought, or insight sends us in a new direction. It's at these moments, these powerful pivoting moments, that often lead us toward our greatest riches beyond what we can even imagine. How many of us are truly living at the level that we expected to at the age we had in life? Let's keep it real, family. You ain't gotta tell me. You understand? See, you ain't gotta tell me nothing. See, the book is gonna speak to you. See, you don't have to speak back to me. When you read the book gonna talk to you and you gonna talk back to the book. Hello? See, that's how this thing gonna go now. See, when you start reading the book, see, the book, it ain't even gonna sound like Jabar. The book is gonna sound like you because it's gonna be relatable to you. Pivot and get rich. Oh, yes. You can't stand still and stand in one spot your whole life and think that you're gonna get to where you're trying to go. It don't work like that. It don't work like that, fam. You understand me? See, Pivot and Get Rich isn't just a title, it's an audacious declaration, a mantra for the brave. Are you brave? Do you got courage? Huh? Are you brave enough to speak your mind in a room where people may be opposing to that? You may be in the presence of an opposition. You understand? It don't mean you're gonna pull out the heater core, pull out the stoley, and nah, you on a different level now. You understand? See, we trying to take the game to a new level where you fighting mental battles as opposed to physical battles. Oh, yes. See, we got to keep you free and we got to keep you standing erect out here. You understand? See, when you standing erect and when you free, that's when you most dangerous because you capable. You understand? And because you capable, even if your ability is limited, see, you capable of receiving and achieving beyond where you at. That's why you got to go and get with other people who got different information similar to what's being shared with you right now. See, this book acknowledges a truth that we are all too often forgetful, that the path to success is not a straight and narrow path. And it's never too late to admit that you made a mistake taking the path that you took and choose a new path. Hello, see, don't listen to those people who try to make you feel like because you start something that it ain't working right now, you should spend 7, 8, 9 years drudging through it, even though you didn't change your mind or even if you even want to commit to it or not. No, you got to commit to the outcome of what your life should look like. Don't commit to no one thing that ain't working for you and that you didn't outgrew and that you didn't change and you don't even have an interest for it no more. No, you got to use opportunities and use experiences like tools to help you build the life you want. So if you got to change tools, change a tool. Huh? If you got to change the opportunity, which is a tool, change that opportunity, use the next opportunity like a new tool to continue to build the dream and the outcome that you want to have in your life. See, in these pages, in the pages of the book, what you will discover is that the life that you want is a journey, right? It's not one stop that's going to take you to your destination. It's not one choice that's gonna lead you all the way to the end zone of your play. Right? You're gonna meet many people out here. You're gonna meet many people out here. You're gonna meet many people, men, women, and children, who gonna offer to give you help and who gonna offer for you to deter yourself and defer your dreams and your commitments and come hang with them. I'm gonna tell you, don't do it, y'all. I did that. I did that multiple times dealing with women. Hello, full transparency. I did that multiple times dealing with women. Supposed to be focused, get with these women, man, you laying up and it's good, and before you know it, you done drifted, and you done drifted off course and everything good, and ain't nothing out of order, meaning things ain't going wrong for you, but things ain't going as good as they could be going if you stayed on your pivot, and if you stay heading in the direction that you supposed to be heading in. Hello, we got to talk about it, family, especially for the men. See, y'all know we pivot and stand on male leadership and empowerment. See, the direction of the relationship of the family is the man's responsibility. Yes, it's the man's responsibility. Oh, yes. Yeah, so it's not that we can make decisions to deviate from the plan early and often whenever we choose and feel like, and then get back to the plan, think that your delayed action and your deferment is not hurting other people in some regard. It is, because other people are counting on you and praying for you that when you get to where you going, that the blessing gonna be so big that it's gonna benefit them too, but they on the back burner because you put the blessing on the back burner. Woo! Don't do it, family. Stay focused. You understand me? Stay focused. See, this book is for the people who dare to reinvent themselves. I know all about reinvention. I done reinvented myself a few times. Like right now. You think I know if people see me with the camera out there like, God damn, I ain't know that man could do it. Yeah, it's a reinvention. It's a reinvention. You understand? And I'm gonna continue to reinvent and continue to get better. You think the Escalade gonna stop getting in production? No, they reinvented every year. They keep the same name. It's still an Escalade, but it's the new body. It's the new model. You think the Vet gonna stop reinventing itself? No, it's still a Vet, but it's the new body. It's the new model. Hello, you think that Lambo gonna stop reinventing itself? Nah, now they got the Lambo truck. Hello, you understand me? They got the Lamb Chop truck now. Hello, you think the Bentley gonna stop reinventing itself? Nah, now they got the Bentley Bentayga the truck. Hello, it's still the Bentley brand. Hello, but it's a new model. Hello, see, that's how you got to be. See, that's how me and you got to be, family. See, that's how we got to be, y'all. See, we got to be the new body, the new model. Hello, see, your name ain't gonna change, but the game should. Woo! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Look, family, I ain't gonna keep y'all all night, man. Let me get through this page so I can sign y'all off. It's peace and love. Y'all know that. It's love and respect. Y'all know that already, man. You dig what I'm saying? See, this book is for the people who dare to reinvent themselves, who dare to defy the status quo, and in doing so, they redefine the definition of wealth and success. We hear wealth and success talk all day online. So much so that everybody should be wealthy and in abundance, living in abundance, right? But I can promise you that more people are not wealthy and are not living in abundance than that are. Why is this? Because people hear things that they don't apply. That's the key right there. And the reason that they don't apply it is because of the previous sentence that this same paragraph said. People don't want to reinvent themselves. And you don't want to reinvent yourself because you don't want to work and you don't want to break a sweat and you don't want to change. But check this out. If you don't want to change, this book ain't for you. But I can promise you this. If you read the book gonna change you. Hello, see, if you read the book and you allow the book to speak to you, the book gonna change you. So whatever the book costs, it's gonna be pennies on a dollar compared to the change that it's gonna instill in you. Yeah, but you gotta apply the change. Hello, how many times we seen a person change? New Year's Eve, New Year resolutions. Oh yes, everybody changed for a month. Everybody changed for a week, 2, 3 weeks, 2, 3 months. Oh yes, by Easter, by March, April, when Easter time come around, everybody back eating bunny rabbits and chocolate bunny rabbits and all that jelly beans and the marshmallow bunny. Everybody right back like they left something. Why? Because they ain't committed to the reinvention. See, the reinvention feel good when it first happened because it's something new. But then you look around at the people that's around you, and when the people that's around you not reinventing themselves at the same pace, now you somehow or another succumb to the effects of the environment. See, we're gonna talk about all this in the book. Oh yeah, see, we know why you fall off. See, you fall off instead of falling in line because the people around you already done fell off and they comfortable with it. I'm telling you, you got to go like, you got to hit the Heisman pose on them people, y'all. You got to hit the Heisman pose on them people, family, and you got to lift your leg up on them like you doing the prime dance, man. You got to stiff arm them people and keep high stepping, I'm telling you. Don't let them stop you, man. Don't let nobody pull you and convince you to step on the sideline with them. See, you'll come to understand that the word rich is not just about financial wealth, but also about personal fulfillment. It's about freedom. It's about your positive impact on the world. See, you'll learn how to pivot can lead to an unanticipated reward. Oh yeah, see, you thinking that your rewards, the only rewards you're gonna get is gonna come from those goals that you write down on the paper. No, it's not. No, it's not. See, most of the goals that we write down on the paper, we already determined that we're going to be responsible for accomplishing these things. So if we wrote a house, a car, a helicopter, a jet down on the paper, we already know that we prepared to commit whatever is required in order to accumulate that thing. But on the flip side, the stuff that we don't consider is how many other people are going to give us things and are going to invite us into new experiences just because they want to be in our presence. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. See, we don't even consider that when we writing down these goals. And this is what the book is telling you right now. Yeah, see, that's an unanticipated reward. See, whether it's finding your calling, improving your health, strengthening relationships, or creating a life that's more aligned with your core values, right? How many of us, we working somewhere and where we working at, we don't have no emotional attachment to the work we doing? I was there too, y'all. I was there for the paper. Hello, I was there for the paper and I was there for the prestige. I was grade 11, 8 months in on the job. Oh yes, I can promise you this. Had I had to go drive that trash truck, I would have never stayed at DC government that long. I already know because my psyche wasn't the psyche of a trash truck driver. That's just me. That wasn't my psyche. You dig what I'm saying? Had I had to go drive that truck, I know I wouldn't have stayed there that long, but because I was grade 11, 8 months from the time I came in on temporary, my whole career I was up. Oh yes, my whole career I was sitting on top like a toupee. And that's what rocked me to sleep, and that's what caused me to drift because I came in on top. Hello, so I never experienced the struggle and the incremental increase. I came in with a pogo stick, pop, and jumped over everybody, and now I'm sitting at the top of the mountain. You dig what I'm saying? And it happened so fast. But see, man, what people don't know is before I got that big promotion, before I got that blessing, see, they don't know that I was fasting before that. Yes, sir. See, it's a backdrop to everything that's involved with my life, and it's a backdrop to this book. See, but pivoting isn't just about you having courage, right? It's also about the strategy. See, because every move ain't the right move. And just because you can do anything, it don't mean that you should do anything. Nah, see, this book is not merely a collection of inspiring stories, but it's also a guidebook that lays out proven strategies and practical advice on how to pivot in a successful way. What does this mean, Jabar? What does this mean? See, knowing how to change directions, right? Knowing how to make adjustments. See, in the football world, they call it an audible. Oh, yes. See, Peyton Manning was one of the greatest ever because he had that audible thing mastered. He had the playbook memorized already in his mind, so much so that he can get up there to the line of scrimmage, look at the defense, see what the opposition was establishing to try to counteract his offense and call a play on the fly. He could pivot on the fly. He could call an audible on the fly based on what he's seen and still create success with the personnel that he has. See, this is what we're talking about. See, whether you are a corporate employee feeling stifled and yearning for something more, a fresh graduate uncertain about the path to choose, an entrepreneur in the middle of a challenging startup, or a seasoned business leader needing to reinvent a business model, Pivot and Get Rich will provide you with the insight, inspiration, and invaluable tools for your journey. See, this is not a book about overnight success. Let me say it again, family. See, this book is not about overnight success. I'm not an overnight success. So I wouldn't dare tell you that the premise of this book is such. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not an overnight success. Nowhere near it, okay? This book is not about an overnight success or overnight riches. This book is about the bravery and resilience it takes to change course, the wisdom to recognize when it's time to do so, and the tenacity to navigate through the inevitable changes that come with it. That's what the book is about. Pivot and Get Rich is a testament to human adaptability, a celebration of our ability to seize control of our destiny and shape it in the image that we desire. So open this book and open your mind. Let the narratives and insights contained within the pages of the book inspire you. Let it guide you. Let it empower you. Male leadership and empowerment. Let it empower you to make your pivot and discover your own version of what rich is to you. May this book be the catalyst for your pivot and the guide on your path to riches in every sense of the word. Welcome to your new journey. Signed, myself. Oh, yes. And we're going to wrap it up on that note. Look, family, I appreciate your time. As always, love and respect. I'm the one who tell you first you got to get your mind right, then you got to get your grind right, then you're going to get your shine right, then you're going to end up in the limelight. Until the next time, we look forward to updating y'all even more about what's happening with the book. Make sure y'all go to jabarlansbrown.com, get signed up for the email list. We're going to cue the links up in the website for the waiting list and the pre-order list for the book as well. Make sure that y'all check out the courses that we got queued up on the website. Also, subscribe to all social media platforms. We on Apple Podcasts. We on Spotify for the Hey Young World podcast. We got the Manhood for Moms blog. We on Twitter. We on LinkedIn. We on YouTube. We on, what else? Instagram. We on Facebook. Manhood Mentor out.